Graphics cards need to be kept cool, and to help with that, there's typically a fan on the front. But the backs still get hot, and until recently, with EVGA launching their ICX cooler, we haven't ever seen a concentrated effort to keep the back of a graphics card cool. Until today. Introducing the cheap CX cooler. There's two reasons you might need this. First, if your graphics card is running hot and could use a little extra cooling, or second, if you've swapped your stock cooler for a water block. What we've created here is a 3D printed bracket that's pretty cheap to make, that just holds a couple of 120mm case fans as another 2-slot graphics card. So it just attaches with 2 screws, and it holds the fans just 1 slot above the graphics card. So without any further ado, let's see if it makes any difference. Out of all the cards I could have picked, I've decided to go for a GTX 1070 Strix. I've chosen this card because it's air-cooled, and also it has a TDP that's likely to be similar to what most people are actually using. To keep things toasty, I ran a large batch of folding at home tasks. These kept the power target status up around 100%, and I locked the fan speed at 2050 RPM to keep the rate of cooling constant. This gave our graphics card a core temperature of 72 degrees Celsius. Using an infrared thermometer and measuring the temperature on the backplate above the GPU, we got a high temperature of 51.9 degrees Celsius. Over the VRMs on the backplate, we saw a temperature of roughly 52 degrees Celsius. With our custom fan solution blowing air towards the backplate, we got a temperature of 73 degrees Celsius on the core, a temperature of 38 degrees Celsius on the backplate above the core, and a VRM backplate temperature of 49 degrees Celsius. As for the final test, I put the fans back in upside down so that it would blow air away from the card, much like the case flow is already designed to do. With this solution, we saw a temperature drop down to 67 degrees Celsius on the core. We saw a backplate core temperature of 40 degrees Celsius, and the VRM backplate temperature was 47.5 degrees Celsius. So there you have it, a pretty good improvement for pretty cheap. Certainly a lot cheaper than upgrading to a whole new graphics card. Now, the only downside I'm aware of is having to look at the sides of your fans, but if you like the way your fans look, then hey, that could be a good thing. Now, I do have a couple regrets, or things I should have done differently for this video. First off, these fans are pressure optimized fans and not airflow optimized fans. So I'm looking forward to all of the hate comments that I'm bound to get below. The reason that matters is because these move 40 cubic feet of air per minute, according to the side of the box, and if I'd gone for some airflow fans, they would have moved 70 or more cubic feet of air per minute, so we could have seen up to perhaps double the cooling effect, which would have been pretty cool and made it a whole lot more worthwhile. My second regret for picking these fans instead of some other ones that would have been cooler is these ones aren't RGB, and as we know, RGB is cooler. You may have noticed that the time slider here is indicating that the video is close to its end, but before you click away, we have a giveaway. That's right, we are giving away 4 of these 3D printed fan brackets if you want to try this yourself. All you have to do to enter is leave a comment below including the word chill. And if you have a preference between one of the black ones that I've made or one of these clear ones that could perhaps work with some LEDs, all you have to do is also include along with the word chill, midnight, or ice. Because I'm a little bit of a cheapskate, this first contest will be limited to just US and Canadian mailing addresses. Now, for international contests, we will be getting to those soon. We just need to grow the channel a little bit first so that we have a bit of a postage budget. Winners will be selected when this video reaches 1 million views. Or 1,000. We could do 1,000 views into 100 subscribers. That sounds fair. Hit that like button if you haven't done that yet. If you disliked this video, why do you keep watching these videos like all the way through if you dislike them? You'd have to be Grumpy Cat if you hate yourself that much. And as always, hit the subscribe button. If you've already clicked the subscribe button, don't click it a second time and unsubscribe, but if you do click it twice, then click it a third time so you stay subscribed. We'll see you next time.